Aylesbury United in the green and white hoops produced the performance of the round against 4th Division leaders Southend. Goalless for 80 minutes until this Glenn Donegal header. Donegal, who's 20, cost a club record fee of £15,000 from Northampton a few weeks ago. It was the kind of goal that deserves to win a cup tie, and it takes Aylesbury manager Trevor Gould one step nearer to going into the draw with brother Bobby's Wimbledon. Whitley Bay of the HFS Homes League in the stripes were away to 4th Division Scarborough, and thanks to Chris Scott's superb header, progressed another stage along the road to Wembley. While the non-league side celebrated, Scarborough's fans demonstrated how quickly they'd become disenchanted with the side they were acclaiming as conquerors of Chelsea only last month. Peterborough have done enough giant killing in the past to be wary of non-league opponents. They're in the blue shirts. Laurel Sterling gave them the lead against Hayes. Sterling's goal came a minute before half-time, and it left Sterling with some bruises to show for his efforts, but it didn't dent the resilience of the Vauxhall Isthmian League side, though it did take a wild challenge by goalkeeper Paul Crichton on Darren Seabrook to open the way for Hayes' equaliser. Paul Barracliff scored the penalty. The replay is on Tuesday. Not such a good day for the Vauxhall Conference clubs. Kidderminster Harriers, red and white halves, were a goal down to Swansea in the 2nd minute, the scorer Andy Melville. It's been a good week for the Swansea defender. On Wednesday in Cologne he won his first cap for Wales. Here he scored again in the 18th minute. That's how it stayed for most of the next 3/4 of an hour, until Richard Forsyth raised Kidderminster hopes. And when Swansea seemed to have cleared a corner only a couple of minutes later, Paul Bancroft unleashed a left-foot shot that was sweet, true and unstoppable. 2-2. But the celebrations proved premature. Swansea rallied, and Simon Davey claimed the decisive touch as the Welsh Cup holders made sure of a continuing interest in the English Cup. Stafford Rangers, in the stripes, had their kick-off delayed to get all the fans in, but they wasted no time taking the lead against Halifax. Chris Camden scored from the penalty spot after only 7 minutes. That held until just before half-time, when Halifax produced a flowing move that culminated with Paul Fleming at the far post. In the second half, there was another penalty. Chris Camden was brought down, or did he fall? Anyway, it gave him a chance to score his 2nd of the match. Last season, Camden also scored twice when Stafford drew with Crewe in the first round. Their lead lasted here until the last 10 minutes. Then Phil Horner struck twice. That was the first, and the second came 4 minutes later. They were Horner's first ever goals in the FA Cup, and they take Halifax into round 2. Telford, in white, were 1 down to Walsall Stuart Rimmer after only 23 minutes. The 3rd Division side produced 2 more in the last 5 minutes. Keith Birchin, and then in the last 60 seconds, Graham Forbes. This inflicted the first FA Cup home defeat on Telford by a league club for 20 years.